Welcome to Premium English Hub, where fluency becomes confidence. Let's master English together. In today's lesson, we will explore an interesting question about success. Many people ask this question at some point in their life. What is more important for success, hard work or smart work? Some people believe that success comes only from working very hard. Others believe that success comes from working in a smarter and more efficient way. This question appears in many areas of life. Students think about it when they prepare for exams. Professionals think about it while building their careers. Entrepreneurs think about it while growing their businesses. Everyone wants to know which path leads to better results. For many years, people have believed in the power of hard work. They believe that long hours, discipline, and persistence are the keys to success. According to this idea, if a person continues working hard every day, success will eventually arrive. However, real life often shows a more complex picture. Some people work extremely hard, but still struggle to achieve their goals. They invest time and effort, but their progress remains slow. At the same time, other people seem to achieve impressive results in a shorter period of time. When people observe this difference, they begin to wonder about the role of smart work. They ask whether strategy and better methods can create faster progress. Instead of only increasing effort, smart work focuses on improving the way effort is used. This idea creates an important discussion. Should people simply work harder, or should they learn to work smarter? Is one approach better than the other, or do both ideas play a role in success? In reality, understanding this difference can change the way we approach our goals. When we learn how effort and strategy work together, we can improve our productivity and make better decisions. In today's lesson, we will explore the meaning of hard work and smart work. We will also learn how these two ideas can combine to create stronger results in life. Before we compare hard work and smart work, we must first understand what hard work really means. Hard work usually refers to strong effort and dedication. A person who works hard gives time, energy, and focus to complete a task. Hard work often requires patience and discipline. It means continuing to work even when the task becomes difficult. Many people wake up early, practice their skills, and repeat their efforts every day. This kind of commitment helps build experience and confidence. Throughout history, hard work has always been respected. Many successful individuals reached their goals through years of practice and persistence. They did not achieve success overnight. Instead, they slowly improved their abilities through continuous effort. Hard work also helps people develop important personal qualities. When someone works hard, they learn patience and determination. They become more comfortable facing challenges and solving problems. These qualities are valuable in every area of life. However, working hard does not always guarantee success by itself. Sometimes people work for many hours, but do not see the results they expect. They may repeat the same activities again and again without improving their methods. For example, imagine a student studying for an exam. The student may spend many hours reading the same material. But if the student does not review mistakes or practice actively, progress may remain slow. Time alone does not always create improvement. This is where an important question appears. Is working harder always the best solution, or can a person improve their results by changing their approach. Many people begin to realize that effort is important, but direction is also important. Working hard without a clear plan can sometimes create frustration. A person may feel busy and tired, but their progress may remain limited. Understanding the strengths and limits of hard work helps us see the bigger picture. Hard work builds discipline and persistence, but it may need a smarter strategy to produce the best results. After understanding hard work, we can now explore the idea of smart work. Smart work focuses on efficiency and better decision-making. Instead of only increasing effort, smart work improves the way effort is used. A person who works smartly does not simply spend more hours on a task. Instead, they look for better methods to complete the task. They ask important questions before beginning their work. They think about how to achieve the best result with the least wasted effort. Smart work often begins with planning. Before starting an activity, a smart worker creates a clear strategy. They decide which steps are most important. This helps them focus their energy on tasks that produce the strongest results. For example, imagine two students preparing for an exam. One student studies many hours but reads the same material repeatedly. The other student studies fewer hours but reviews past exam questions and focuses on the most important topics. In many cases, the second student may perform better on the exam. The difference is not intelligence or effort. The difference is strategy. Smart work helps people direct their effort more effectively. Another important part of smart work is learning from experience. When something does not work well, a smart worker looks for a better method. They observe what works and what does not work. Then they adjust their approach. Technology and tools can also support smart work. Using the right tools can help people complete tasks faster and more accurately. Instead of repeating difficult steps manually, tools can simplify the process. Smart work also encourages creativity. When people think carefully about their methods, they often discover new solutions. These solutions can reduce effort and improve results. However, smart work does not mean avoiding effort. Smart work simply means using effort in a more intelligent way. It helps people focus on what truly matters and remove unnecessary work. Hard work is valuable, but it also has limits when it is used without reflection. Many people believe that working longer hours automatically leads to better results. However, this is not always true in real life. Sometimes a person may spend many hours repeating the same task. They feel busy and exhausted at the end of the day. But despite all the effort, their progress remains slow. This situation can be very frustrating. The problem often appears when effort is not guided by a clear strategy. Without analyzing the situation, a person may continue using the same approach again and again. If the method is not effective, repeating it will not improve the results. For example, imagine someone trying to learn a new skill. They may practice every day, but if they repeat the same mistakes without correction, improvement becomes difficult. The effort is real, but the direction is missing. Working harder does not always solve the problem. Sometimes the real solution is changing the method. A small improvement in strategy can often produce better results than many extra hours of effort. Another challenge of only working hard is exhaustion. When people work continuously without adjusting their approach, they may become tired and lose motivation. The mind and body need balance in order to perform well. This does not mean hard work is useless. Hard work is still a powerful force for progress. However, effort becomes much more effective when it is combined with thoughtful planning. Successful individuals often review their actions regularly. They ask themselves important questions. Is this method working? Is there a better way to complete this task? By asking these questions, they avoid wasting time and energy. Instead of repeating the same effort blindly, they improve their approach. Understanding the limits of hard work helps people become more productive. When effort is supported by smart thinking, progress becomes faster and more sustainable. Smart thinking plays an important role in achieving better results. It helps people understand their work more clearly and make better decisions. Instead of repeating the same effort every day, smart thinkers look for ways to improve their methods. One important habit of smart thinkers is reflection. They regularly review their actions and ask themselves simple questions. What worked well today? What did not work well? What can I improve tomorrow? These questions help the brain learn from experience. Smart thinking also encourages people to focus on the most important tasks. Not every activity produces the same results. Some tasks create greater progress than others. By identifying these important tasks, people can use their time more effectively. Another benefit of smart thinking is problem solving. When a challenge appears, smart thinkers pause and analyze the situation. They do not immediately repeat the same action. Instead, they look for different solutions and consider new ideas. This approach saves both time and energy. Instead of working longer hours, people improve the way they work. Small improvements in strategy can often produce significant results. Smart thinking also encourages learning from others. Observing successful people can provide useful insights. By studying their methods, individuals can adopt better strategies and avoid common mistakes. Technology and modern tools also support smart thinking. Today, many tools help people organize tasks, manage time, and improve productivity. Using these tools wisely can simplify complex work. However, smart thinking does not replace effort. Instead, it strengthens effort. When a person understands the best method to follow, their effort becomes more focused and productive. Over time, this habit of thinking carefully before acting creates stronger results. People become more confident in their decisions, their work becomes more organized, and their progress becomes easier to measure. Smart thinking therefore helps transform effort into meaningful progress. After understanding both ideas, we can see an important truth. Hard work and smart work are not enemies. They are partners. When these two approaches work together, they create the strongest results. Hard work provides energy and persistence. It gives people the strength to continue even when progress feels slow. Without effort and discipline, even the best strategy cannot succeed. At the same time, smart work provides direction. It helps people decide where to focus their effort. Instead of spreading energy across many tasks, smart work guides attention toward the most meaningful activities. When these two forces combine, progress becomes faster and more balanced. A person works with determination, but they also improve their methods along the way. This combination reduces wasted effort and increases productivity. For example, imagine an athlete training for a competition. Hard work allows the athlete to practice every day and build physical strength. However, smart work helps the athlete improve technique and choose the most effective exercises. If the athlete only trains harder without improving technique, progress may remain limited. But when training becomes both disciplined and strategic, performance improves much faster. The same principle appears in many areas of life. Students who study with both effort and strategy often achieve better academic results. Professionals who combine dedication with thoughtful planning often grow faster in their careers. Successful entrepreneurs also use this balance. They work hard to build their businesses, but they also analyze the market and improve their strategies. This allows them to adapt and grow over time. The key lesson is simple. Hard work builds strength and resilience. Smart work builds clarity and efficiency. Together, they create a powerful path toward success. When people learn to combine these two approaches, their efforts become more effective and their progress becomes more sustainable. To understand the difference between hard work and smart work, it is helpful to look at a simple example from daily life. Imagine a student preparing for an important exam. The student knows the exam will determine their final result, so they decide to study very hard. A hard-working student may spend many hours every day reading books and reviewing notes. They may sit at their desk for long periods of time and continue studying late into the night. This effort shows strong dedication and discipline. However, if the student studies without a clear plan, much of that effort may not produce the best results. The student may repeat the same chapters again and again without identifying which topics are most important for the exam. Now, imagine another student who studies differently. This student also works hard, but they begin with a strategy. They first review the exam structure and identify the topics that appear most frequently. After understanding the exam pattern, the student focuses on practicing important questions and reviewing past mistakes. Instead of only reading information, they actively test their understanding. This student may spend fewer hours studying, but their time is used more effectively. Their effort is directed toward the areas that matter most. As a result, their preparation becomes more productive. This example shows the difference between effort alone and effort with strategy. Hard work builds knowledge and discipline, but smart work helps guide that effort toward the right direction. The most successful students often combine these two approaches. They study consistently, but they also adjust their methods when necessary. If one method does not produce results, they try another strategy. Over time, this combination of effort and planning leads to stronger learning. The student becomes more confident because their progress becomes clearer and more measurable. This simple example from student life shows how hard work and smart work can work together to produce better outcomes. When we observe successful people, we often discover an interesting pattern. Most of them do not rely only on hard work or only on smart work. Instead, they combine both approaches to create stronger results. Successful individuals usually begin their journey with hard work. In the early stages of learning, effort is essential. People must practice their skills, gain experience, and develop discipline. Without this foundation, long-term success becomes very difficult. However, successful people also pay attention to their methods. They regularly review their progress and look for better ways to improve. Instead of repeating the same actions forever, they adapt their strategies when necessary. For example, and many successful entrepreneurs work extremely hard to build their businesses. They spend long hours developing ideas and solving problems. At the same time, they carefully study the market and observe changing trends. This ability to adjust strategies allows them to grow faster. They do not depend only on effort. They combine effort with careful thinking and smart decisions. Athletes also use this balance between hard work and smart work. Professional athletes train every day to build strength and endurance, but they also analyze their performance and improve their techniques. A coach may study the athlete's movements and suggest better training methods. Small improvements in technique can significantly increase performance. This shows how strategy can multiply the effect of effort. Many students also experience this principle during their education. The most successful learners are usually those who study consistently but also improve their learning methods. They review mistakes, practice actively, and organize their study plans. These examples show an important lesson. Hard work provides the energy needed for progress. Smart work provides the direction that guides this energy. When people combine discipline with intelligent thinking, they create a powerful formula for success. This balance allows them to work efficiently while continuing to improve over time. The discussion between hard work and smart work often creates confusion. Many people believe they must choose only one approach. However, the truth is much simpler. Real success usually comes from combining both ideas. Hard work builds discipline and persistence. It teaches people how to stay committed to their goals even when progress feels slow. Without effort and dedication, it is difficult to achieve meaningful results. Smart work, on the other hand, provides direction. It helps people think carefully about their methods and make better decisions. Instead of repeating the same effort again and again, smart work encourages improvement and adaptation. When these two approaches work together, progress becomes stronger and more balanced. Effort provides the strength to continue, while strategy ensures that effort is used effectively. This balance can be applied in many areas of life. Students can improve their studies by combining consistent practice with better study methods. Professionals can grow their careers by working hard while also improving their strategies. Entrepreneurs, athletes, and artists also follow this principle. They dedicate many hours to their craft, but they also analyze their performance and search for better ways to improve. The key lesson from today's discussion is simple. Do not depend only on effort or only on strategy. Instead, learn how to use both together. Work hard to build discipline and experience. At the same time, think carefully about your methods and adjust them when necessary. When effort and intelligence move in the same direction, success becomes much more achievable. Over time, this balanced approach allows people to grow steadily and reach their goals with greater confidence.